Hello gang, and welcome back to what is essentially, I guess, Season 2 of Quiet County. Yeah, I think so. We did do a live stream the other day. I want to just say briefly, everything we did the other day on the live stream, we're going to pull apart at some point because I'm not happy with it, and it's going to play into our overall build coming up for Season 2. So I did it to satisfy a need that I wanted to do, and that was get some boats into a certain area. We can have a look at that later or not. I'll put the link to the live stream up in the top right so you can see what we did there, because a lot of the infrastructure we put in we will utilize at some point. But we're back and we're working on the middle island, which is Season 2. We're still going to be doing stuff on the other island as well when it comes to import exports, and probably clean some stuff up. We will use live streams to do a lot of the decorative stuff together, and I'll do some more of the hair pulling moments of frustration probably on videos, on vlog sort of series for you guys. But it is good to be back. It's a refresh. I like to have just a little bit of a refresh away. We still do have the City Skylines series going on for those that are interested. That will still be kicking along also. But today, I've gone ahead and switched back on industry closure, and I've upped the rate of the industry from medium to high. The industry, I get, what's it called? Hang on. Wait just a minute. We're on such a good view here. We can look at it later. I've turned, if we go load game, I can click on basic settings. Yes, industry density target. I've switched that to from medium to high, and I've switched this from never to sometimes. Okay, we're gonna just add. We're gonna throw that in the mix. Okay, we're gonna throw that little bit of dynamics into the mix to get us cooking again. What are we doing? A quick little rundown of the main island here, but basically we started trying to get food to Craggy Crater by sending trucks down here, ships down into here, trucks over here, and then back again to feed Craggy Crater, which it's not going brilliantly. I mean, the line has just gone in only just recently. We did do a whole heap of infrastructure fix to this port, and we put a cool little like boat jetty section down here where you can actually slip your boat into the water and off you go. It's the girls down here are doing it, showing us how it's done with their nice little yacht down here, and they're going to go out for an adventure, no doubt. So that's what's going on there. But we're going to actually delete that at some point. Today, what we've got to do, just a quick rundown here of the plans for the middle island, and then we can get into more of it as we go. But this is all going to change up. We're going to be setting up a hub here. So much like we did in the first season, we put a hub over here, right? We put this massive big, which it counts for rail, it counts for trucks, it counts for planes, and it counts for shipping over here now a little bit. But there is also shipping just here that's not too far from it also. So we've got a lot of that. Plus it also acts as a train depot yard, right? So we will be building 2 of these, not to the size and extent of that potentially. We'll be building one down here. It may end up being a big one. And we will also be putting one around the mid-center of this island. So we're going to have 2 distribution centers for this island set up. Which I think will help us go a long, long way. Potentially, we could be seeing the return of another dam section, and that dam section would just fit really perfectly here. It just really would. So look out for that. That might be coming at some point. A lot to do with this main island, basically because what's happened with it is we've basically just strip mined it for stuff to help out Quiet South and North, which we have to get back to at some point because there's still a lot of products that need to happen here, right, that aren't getting delivered. Combats aren't getting delivered. So there's still a lot to happen in this section. It's just time we move on and help bring up this middle island up into, you know, the new age. And the same goes with this the small island over here. It will have to be brought up to spec with the new age as well. So we might work on these 2 together to bring them in line with this one before we can push everything further into the future. So that's our plans going forward. Today, what I want to do before we lose it, this island has something really, really in abundance. It has something in abundance, is what I'm trying to say. That is coal, iron, and steel factories. We're actually currently exporting this steel over to here, which then gets sent to the machines factory here, which then gets distributed all over the quiet side of the map. So I'm just going to leave that. At some point, this will get a rework as well because this is all going to change up. We're going to utilize this steel mill. I know it doesn't make sense because we have literally steel that can get sent there. Well, I mean, it's barely working, isn't it? We could just get more coal to it today. I just don't really want to lose this steel factory. So I can easily send some coal to it from there to there, actually. And we can send some iron to it to get it running. But potentially in the meantime, I might get some more coal. Ooh, where's the closest coal? That one's being utilized. I think you're being utilized for that one. Yeah, you are. I think we get some more coal. Maybe we'll train some up today. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll send this coal to there and I'll send this coal over to here. It doesn't make sense. It's so close, I know. But we can just send it by road up there. Just so I can hold on to these. So why don't we do that now? Okay. Because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to lose these productions. By the way, we can probably get a nice mountainous road up through here. Hang on, you just said you're going to send that one over that way. And this one this way. Ooh, okay. Yeah. We can send a road to divert through the mountain that way. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Now, remember, this is you could almost think of this like the start of a new series, basically. We're having to basically, when we're putting stuff in right now, we're putting it back in. Do you want to actually maybe do it as a 2-lane, I think? Because it goes a little bit quicker then. Yeah, and I'm going to... Yeah, I don't mind a little tunnel. Keep it as flat as we can. But I want you to... I'm going to kind of do that. Oh, shucks. We don't get a little tunnel there, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, think of it like basically the start of a new series because we're having to rebuild from the ground up this side and we're going to have to delete a lot of stuff that's happened to reintroduce it. I think that that goes perfectly nowhere there. We get, I don't mind a slight tunnel in there. I don't like that little kink in that road, so we won't take that. How about we upgrade that road all the way over to here, to there. Does that lead into town? It does, so that can get a big upgrade. That way we can get... I just don't like what you're doing there to that, so we'll take it from there. How do we feel about that? That's totally fine. That works for me. It's a long drive by truck, but the whole point of this will be to just keep this building until we actually properly need it for the goods distribution because I want to get the steel today. Well, we'll send some steel down to here actually, which will be totally fine. But just to keep these buildings because I don't want to lose them. Right, now let's get a little truck stop here. Buildings wise, now something I'd like to just say to you guys, if you guys have any ideas for some great mods you'd like to see, or maybe you just have some good suggestions, you know I always encourage that. You know I've always been a fan of that. I don't think I'm too you know what, it's temporary, Ham. Yeah, it's temporary. You know, I'm always happy to hear your guys' suggestions. I'll use this one, thanks. The country one. You know what'd be cool? You know what I did in the one of the other ones? I drove a road down in here and put a truck stop on it. Save it for when we're doing detailing. Good idea. We'll save it for when we're doing detailing. Okay, give me a line. We're going to call this, what do you call Marvel? So this is the place of Marvel, and you're going to be called Marvel Steel Temp Hold. We're going to call all this, the Marvel Steel, all of it Temp Hold. Temp Hold. Okay. Right, so let's buy a couple of trucks and put that on there. Can I have a truck, please? You're clicking on the wrong thing, Ham. Geez, I am rusty, aren't I? Okay, I want a couple of just dump trucks. Thanks for the coal. I like these Kenworth tipper trucks here. There's a loot 35 of that. Nice, brilliant. Let's just go with 16 because I don't think it matters for the moment. It'll just take everything and send it as we go. It's a fair drive, so I think that'll be what we want it to do. Marvel Steel Temp Hold Coal, right? So they're going to no doubt head out. What's their best? They have to go through town and up that way. Right, and then we should see that start to tick up. Brilliant. So that's going to hold that. It's going to hold that coal mine. I'd really like to hold some of these steel mills. I mean, these iron mines. Now, this iron mine, because don't forget, we're going to have to decorate up a lot of these iron mines to fall in line with the quarry over here and the other ones that we built in as well. So maybe we could do something more on the scale of these smaller ones that are just starting out. Ones that look like they're just starting out over here. I probably don't care for this one much. This one definitely will keep, and this one potentially is another keeper, I think. We've got more iron here, and more iron here. This one's being utilized. This one, we're only sending, who are your suppliers? You're only getting it from one coal, one iron. So we'll send in Craggy Crater to there today. Yep. And we'll send this one over to here today. We might have to train this in and start to delete that. Right, so let's get this in and we can get a works on what we've got to do for that today. So we can start supplying. I just want to get some steel down to there. Even if we just send a line down there, it'll help. So we will, can we go through this mountain here? We can't really. You know my policy, I don't typically like to go straight. I typically don't like to do this. For those that are new, I don't just like to do that or everywhere I go and just put in this big straight dirty tunnel. I don't mind tunnels. I use tunnels a lot. I just prefer them to be like clipping through an edge or something, you know, something like that where you clip around an edge is fine with me, or something like that is fine. But I typically don't like to just bore big holes through mountains like that, right? It is a thing that happens. I know it is. But I like to, it's more of a restriction and forces me to have to think outside the box and do something a little bit different other than just plowing through a mountain. So that's sort of how I think of that. I'm literally just thinking, see, it's a long way to truck that. You'd have to come all the way, you would have to come all the way around this way. It's a long way. How do you feel about training it to there? I think for the purpose of getting it there today, Ham, just put in a road that, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't here, team. I either come around this way and they have to go that way and then all the way that way, or we have to go that way. You know, it might end up looking like we do have to bore a hole through here. Damn. I don't like that. You could, this is like a hill here. You could come over that hill, you know. All right, let me have a look at this. Let me just see what the game makes of this. It's a bloody steep hill. All right, what if we do a goat track? I don't mind goat tracking it. So let's start at the top for the goat track. Keep you flat. You can see the, oh, no. I see what the problem is here. I didn't reset you back to doing your own thing. Doing your own thing. You can just see how steep this section is, so I wonder if we have to go like that. Before coming down. Past the mine. This is... yeah, I know what you're thinking. Ham, didn't you say this is all temporary? Yeah, shut up, everyone. Okay. I don't want to hear it. Yes, it's all temporary. I can hear you all now. Oh, this guy's doing it again. Right, and we're going to come like this. Like that. Like that. Yeah. See that? Something like that makes me feel a little happier other than just plowing through the mountain. Yeah, it has to drive a little bit longer, but I don't care. It's temporary and it looks just kind of cool for the moment. I'm going to give you these truck stops. Why? Because why not? Yes, this is going to be a longer line, but also not caring. Now, you should have Marvel North. Yeah. You're going to be orange. You're going to be... Oh, I said Marvel temp hold, didn't I? If I get the Marvel, if I get that, and go Control C, and we go back up to line 1. I go Control V, and then we just go iron. Right, sweet. Oh, we've got a... this might not have been... Might not. I mean, they'll have to spread out, right? So how about I say to you, hey guys, at Marvel North, maximum stop time, whoosh, just minimum, right? In and out, in and out. They got plenty of coal here. You know what? I'll say everywhere at Backwater. Any or full and minimum as well, right? Just to get them washed in and out. Same with this line, manage the line. I'm going to say pick up at New Haven, any or full and minimum. Okay, that's just a drop off. Alrighty, 2 lane. We've switched it to 2 lanes, so that's fine. You can get some trucks up this way as well. So I'm just going to buy the dump trucks again. And once again, just 16 of them. Set them on. Marvel, steel temp, iron hold. Right, cool. They're now going to produce that. This is going to be flush with steel for a while, which we can start working on later. Right. Potentially should be using these as well to hold them. This one definitely, I think. Yeah, because I don't need you to come up to here at the moment. I've got an iron one sitting there ready. And we're going to be using that coal over here. I think we need to pick up this iron. And you know what? I'm actually not going to crowd this place with that. I'm actually going to just do this. Yes, this is just me. Absolutely. doing the bare minimum I need to get through what I could have just put this in, you know, and just be done with it. But just give me a truck stop here, please. This is ridiculous. But it's just to get, yeah, it's like I said, it's just to put a foothold. Control C. It's just literally, like I said, to get a foothold on this place, and you can go to there. You can also be orange. I'm glad you're doing the turnaround. You're going to be Control V, iron number 2. Okay. All right. You can also there fill up any of for minimum, and yeah, that's good. All right. So they will need some trucks as well. Buy Kenworth dumpers. Just give me 10 for that. I don't know how well this will work, but it should just keep them locked in from disappearing. Right, we're back to thinking like this now. Right, you're gonna have a bit of iron there. Let's just hit the turbos here for a sec and just see. You're producing 1, 2. Okay, so that's working anyway. And if we have a look here, our suppliers are now going to be Backwater and New Haven, which is fine. We would be nice to get another coal. Coal is probably the one thing we have a little least of. Now, I do want to keep... yeah, this was part of the plan too. Part of the plan was to get this crude sent down to here, then the refined sent to there, then the plastic sent back to here. We could be producing... Okay, well, how are we going to do that? We're going to have to train that. And we don't have an exact train line to head out there. Oh, yes, we don't. Oh, yes, we don't. You mean, oh, no, we don't? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, hello. Hello. This is what I mean. So now we've got 2 options. Pause everything. Turn on our demands, machine parts. Pause everything, because this chemical plant has just entered the fray. I still don't think it's what we want. I think because we can... I'm going to work with these 2. It just makes sense. Right. We're going to have to put in a temporary train line. Did you expect me to do this today? We were doing this today? I sort of did. I didn't, but this is the whole beauty about this dynamics thing, is it throws a couple of curveballs in at you, and you got to be able to stand ready to deliver. Let's go with high speed, 2 tracks, 320. We're on a bit of a plane up here. We're on a bit of a big sort of hill, aren't we? I'm going to do some flattenarying. Is that like a veterinarian? Okay. Man is moving into the middle island to stake our claim. Right. Are we training all the way over to here, are we? It's a bold move, Carton. Let's see if it pays off. We're probably going to plug into that to skim around here. And then we're probably going to peel off out the back this way. And that will help. That will maybe go into our infrastructure in the future. But yes. Well, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Okay. So you've got that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Right, so the station will sit here. Or will it sit here? It'll sit here. Everything we do from now on, remember, is subject to change. This is just purely at the moment so we can hold some assets for this middle section. So we can get this thing rolling how we want it. I probably shouldn't have done catenary. So I'll switch that out. We're going to be running the diesels. Now, I want you to be... I don't mind you at... actually run my outside line here first. Are you going to give me a neat little bridge there? Is that because I didn't put that all the way? I'll take a neat little bridge. Yeah, 68. Can you take it to 70? Yeah, brilliant. Sweet. I think do the same up here. I think maybe do that first. Yeah, that makes more sense. Keep an eye on our gauge. So that does read 70. That reads 66. I don't think it matters. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay. Well, we're having one way in, and then this will swoop up onto there and go out. Okay, I want to keep you straight. You're going to be a very tall bridge, though, aren't you? You kind of are. Okay, let's just crow flies that. This is going to be expensive for the temp. Right, that road there sucks. So I'm going to take that bridge to there. We're going to get in a nice big what? Concrete one? Oh no, not the concrete. The concrete does not work. Concrete's my favorite. It does not work there. I don't like these pillars at all. They're too skinny. Give me something with a bit of meat. God. It's almost like we might need to put in our own. Like, that's the kind of pillars I'm talking about down here, right? To get that, we would have to do this in chunks. I'll give you one over the water. I'll give you one over the water. This is an elaborate build for what we're doing here. And then I'm going to turn that back into that. And I'm going to raise the roof. All right, that is an elaborate bridge for what we're doing. Yeah, but it's going to be a fun track ride. Hey. Hey. We're going to have to... Oh, I don't know if this is going to line up, actually. We might need to see how far we can get that to there. We can get you back to there, which is fine. Just one in the middle. I actually don't mind the one in the middle. Bugger it. Bit of fun. Okay. We know it's going to be temporary, do we? Yes. I'm going to keep this straight through here. And we're going to be dipping off. Now, remember when I said I don't like to just carve through the mountain? We're actually going to be carving under the town to attach onto this at about... Oh, my God. Are you going to be able to get through there? No. You might need to join up and double and quadruple track it. Okay. Hey, mate. Did you think that we'd be doing this today, Ham? Actually, no. And I've got to do something that's absolutely killing me here. And it's that. I just hate looking at that, how it was. What about the weeds when we do the track ride? Oh yeah, that's right, gang. Don't forget track rides at the end of each episode. We're back to that. Does that mean you're going to weed this? If I remember. Now, remember when I said I wanted potentially we might put a dam in again? Are we going to put a crossing on it? I probably won't put rail on this dam. I would probably just put vehicle crossing on the rail on that dam. So we're going to switch under here, and then we've got to make a pass. So basically we've got to do that. Before merging to there. How are you for that speed? 95, 75 through the tunnel. That's acceptable. That is acceptable. How does your tunnel affect things there? Yeah, it doesn't. I don't like it. The tunnel is wrong. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do this. I'm going to run a bit of separation between the bridge and the track here. So take that out for me. And just take you back ever so slightly. This line, while I'm saying everything's temporary, this line might actually be one. Yes, that's where I want you. This line might actually be one that stays in. So that's a turn and a half, isn't it? Is that all flat? Did I manage to get all that flat? If I did, that's amazing. How to get some parallel bridges. Oh, that looks great. Do we want to keep that bridge? Or I'm thinking maybe this would be a good one to have. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I had it before. Oh, here it is. This one. I love this one. I think that's the one we run there. And I think that's great. We're burning through a lot of money here, I know. Yeah, I know. And you're doing the track separation thing, are you? Yeah, you know, I think I am. Now, are you going to utilize the leave the tunnel open, but have that? No, I'm not. I'm just going to delete that for the moment. And get that hooked up to that one. And that one hooked up to that one. Then we're just going to keep going around. I might open those tunnels up through there eventually. By leaving them open. But for the moment, I'm just going to leave them like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing here where we put the dual bridge in with it. Oh, I guess, yeah, just take it all the way through there, Ham. Then you can get it all, you can delete it all after. Yeah, so we just sort of rinse and repeat, do that. And then I'll change that bridge after. Take that one around to there. Yeah, nice. Just to keep these tracks together. You know how I like to do it, okay? We've been through it many times in the previous builds. I'm going to run the same bridge as I did just before. Up here. I love that running on the inside there. I think that's great. I think think that just looks great. Passengers roll around there. The freight rolls around on that bridge. Yeah, it just adds something a little bit different, doesn't it? That's all looking great through there. It needs... What about the weeds, Ham? Shh. Shh, weeds. Okay, run that to there for me. Should just be able to have to do the tunnels. Yeah, we definitely had to train this. No question this needed to be trained. Right, and that's going to run... to there. Oops, no, to here. But, yeah, and also... Yeah, this is our little farm that we put in last time. This, I don't know why I put this roundabout in the end. It's just so dumb. I think the first stream back, I just felt rusty. And, you know, like it's not that I haven't been playing. I've been playing City Skylines too, which is a completely different beast, right? When it comes to road laying, when it comes to all that sort of stuff. And I just was trying to do too much out of the box and it just wasn't working, I think. Right. Okay, now that we've got that, you've really taken this whole separate the tracks all the way around thing, haven't you? Yeah, you know, I just thought if I'm going to do it, just do it properly the first time and then I don't have to do it again. If anything, we can just add to that line later and make things look a little bit cooler. Like the tunnel. Oh, these tunnels did not turn out like the other. Oh, damn it. Okay, we might be able to rectify this. Okay. Okay, let's see if that... We'll see if that's... when we do the track ride later, we'll see if that's ruined anything or if it's all lined up okay. We can have a bit of a brief look now. It should, for the most part, not have done anything too sinister. I think we're okay. Right, and then it's just plow on down here, but we might actually oh. The height difference here is going to be the key, isn't it? You two, I wonder if we should... Oh my gosh, no. If we break off that way... This is where we kind of need to be in the territory of blowing this up. So what I'm going to do for today is I'm temporarily... We're just going to... This one is temp. This one is temp. We are temporarily putting that in because all this is going to get blown up and this is going to get switched around, right? I'm going to work from this way. Oh, we're tunneling straight off the bat and then coming up. Oh, I suppose we're going to have to come up to go down, aren't we? But not too much. I don't mind that incline. That incline's actually fine. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to have to be a thing. What about getting the steel to the plastics? Yeah. Yeah, and then I realized how much work we had to do for this build. And then I was like, oh, shucks. What are you going to do through? I'll probably come through this side. Oh, shuckaroos. How do you feel about going flat for me? There. Before straightening out. There. Yep. Before. Yep. You're plowing through the mountain? I've kind of got to. Kind of got to sorta. Kind of got to sorta. I could have come around the edge there, but no. For today, we're plowing through the mountain there. which I think is okay. Then we've got to get you turned that way. Now this is where it's going to be. This is where it's going to be interesting, right? So we currently are at a height here of 87, and the height that we depart over here somewhere 49. Oof. Oof, ouch. Yeah, it's quite high. It's not impossible, but you can see how far above that dark contour line there is. So we might, like I said, swing around the bend. We might just start taking our own route away from the main passenger line. Up that way. Although, does it make sense to peel off from about here? You know, I think it might. Of course, there's still a bit of curve there, isn't there? Yeah, if I just do it right the first time, get it all looking parallel, neat, and nice, then we won't have to come back and worry about it. We've already got the nice line in. We may as well utilize it for as long as we can. Is that going to give me the distance I need now to marry to that? Oh, did you miss me, everyone? Yeah, I think that's fine. I missed all of you. It's good to be back. I'm already thinking about other next playthroughs and builds, which I'm excited about also. Yes, okay. And then this bridge, like I said, well, we could keep that bridge. Just I don't think it really fits the bill though for our freight. This is the interesting part. I don't know if we should be still paralleling along this way. Right. And then peeling off about over this road probably makes a little more sense, doesn't it? It's not a very cheap build, this line. Nah, it's not cheap, but it's going to get used. It's going to get used more and more as we go, so it's potentially not a bad thing to have it in now. Right, this is where we have to start making our way. Oh, see, going up is just too much for me, I think. What I potentially might do is bank it and then how could we, because this is all quite high through here, right? So what it probably should look like is something like this through here, right? All the way through here, it should probably look like something like that. And we can get a bit of a mountainous thing. We've got a big valley through there, but this road here should be tunnel. All right. Hang in there with me. Sort of edges our town a little bit there, and that's sort of the flat area up to there, right? And then I can ease that off shortly. Let me just spend all the money in the world to do this, because I'm spending a lot. This is an expensive build, but let me just spend it. Okay. I'm still going to put that road back in, but I'm hoping it's going to tunnel up to there. Same with this road. Weirdly, we haven't broken anything. I'm going to take that road out, actually, altogether, because I just don't like it. Yeah, the new one will plug up into that. I think that'll be better. See, I knew there was a reason. Right, and we've got a bit of a plateau there, yes, I know. And I will carve it all back. Everyone just chill out for a second. Okay. Oh. It just makes more sense for us to do something like this. But I need you... How do you feel about coming down that way now? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. There's a bug that just flew in my face. This will work. Yeah, I think it will. Okay. Right, somehow that's worked. We need to put a bridge in here. Give me my, you know my bridge. Yeah, give me that one. Yeah, bang. And then let's put a road back in here to help out what we took away. You do tunnel. But will you do it from here? Can you put the curves on that? The curves and the swerves? What about not tunnel? Yeah, you know when I said not tunneling through everything? Shut up. Then we're going to simply just melt away all those crass edges that we've got there. Good use of the word crass, Ham. Bit like you. Hey. Only on weekends. Do you want to not have like a big cheese looking wedge thing there? Yeah, I don't. We can do some stuff like this. Take it in there like that. Not too far because you got a tunnel there. Take it up into there. Get a bit of that height. Get a bit of this height, that height to there. Get a bit of that height around here. And then what you do is you smooth that off. We get ourselves some little bit of rolling hills. Just a bit of undulation. Put in some tree work. Smooth that one right off. So it's all Gucci. And we get ourselves a bit of a rolling hill. A bit of a mountain. Throw in some trees. And thanks for coming. Oh dear. Oh, well, we got a bridge here too. Just put it all in. So we've got our connection to our oil. We're then going to just truck from here. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Where'd the road go? It has no end. I'm just going to put this up. Just going to put this to here. Everything is everything. What is the point of that? Everything is temporary. Do you have a bridge over there? You do. Huh. What about this? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, what about this for a thing? Yeah, this is heaps better. Oh, didn't you miss me, guys? Just a random building and stuff. Is that it? Just a random building and stuff. Yeah, you know, just a random building and stuff. You don't do anything by halves today, are we? Nah, we're not doing things by halves today, my friend. You can simply just because I know what you're doing here. You're doing it, aren't you? Yeah, I'm simply just going to put another truck drop off here. A 24-meter one. I'll put it there. Why don't you put it there? Turn that road around back. Yeah. Okay. Done. Sure. We'll see what they think of that. It does link all the way up to here. Yep. Brilliant. And then, so what we'll do is we'll pick that stuff up. My gosh, that's a ride and a half. Well, it's going to be anyway. And then put that line from there over to there. This is all so I can hold this, by the way. You know that, right? Well, not this part. This, yeah, this is, yeah, this is. But I didn't need to do that. No, it's so I can hold this and so I can hold the chemical plant. But we may as well start producing this today anyway, yeah? Huh. I never even thought about it like that. I guess so. Oh my God, we're at 51 minutes. No. I tell you what, don't do this line yet. Do the line from do the line. Yeah, do the line from here to here just to hold that plastics factory. This is going to be much quicker when I come over the top of that. And then goat track. You are a goat. Adjust. Build that anyway. It's fine. It's a crappy old road. It's not any purpose to anything. Yeah, so now I'm just literally just going to say, hey, can you please take that steel and put it down to there, please? And I'm just going to call you... Are we doing the... no, well, it's not Marvel, is it? It's Craggy. Craggy. Steel. Temp hold. Goods. Just so I know that this needs to be adjusted later. Can you get me a truck for that, please? Buy me... Just get me 2 of these and set them on. I like those trucks too, by the way. They look kind of cool. I want to use those more. Craggy steel temp hold on goods. Right, so sweet. That's that. So what we should be finding here, if I pump up the jam, can I see your supplies as being Craggy Crater Steel Mill? Brilliant. Okay, sweet. So we know we've got a hold on that. What we don't know yet is that we don't have a hold on these. And yes, I'm aware of the time. And much like I've been saying in the city skylines, I don't really care. So we're going to use this line there to go there to go there. All right. How are we looking there? Good. That's going to have to drive down the hill, by the way. But that's okay, because it'll drive down the hill, drop it off, pick it up, and send it to there, and it'll all talk that way. So, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Let's do a... Oh, I didn't need to do that. Let's just do one of these here. Okay, that's fine. And then we need a larger one here. Give me one of them. All right. As I said, everything's temp at the moment. So we're picking up from here to here. and it's going back. That is it. Because the oil drops off, the crude drops off, gets picked up, delivered down to here, gets refined, gets taken up to here, the train picks up the plastic, and off it goes. Oh, I have to fix that up too so it talks. That bridge. It might change that bridge, so yeah, stand by. Stand by to stand by for that one. I'm going to go with that. We're going to call this... where are we? We are at Cliffside. Cliffside. This is all part of the plastic line, so I'm just going to keep calling it the same thing. And then we'll actually call this one oil. Okay. Yep, oil. And I will actually Control C that one. Okay, so that's totally fine. Do I have a way to get vehicles over here? I do. Can you please get me some tanker trucks? We're going to use all of the Kenworths today. Give me, let's say 6 of those Kenworths. Can you please go to Cliffside Plastics Temp Hold? Right, brilliant. So they're going to go down there, and that's going to be the only trucks we need for that. This train line has to swoop because we're going to come down into this way, and we're going to swoop back out that way. I might actually do my swooping from this. Hang on, your signal work will be like that. Which means you're swooping back onto this one. So that should be your swoop there, yeah? Yeah. You shouldn't need to do anything else because we'll just run so they can come down. The only thing we're going to have to do, if we're running multiple trains on this, today we'll just run the one train. Will we? Today we will run the one train, but just in case I get a little ahead of myself. I'm going to do this. So if you come down into here, you can go back out that way. Bosh, bosh, bosh. I'll put signal work in. We will go ahead. We're only using the one train, but I will put the signal work in. I will do the weeding. Don't let me forget. Also, gang, while we're going, please jot down in the comments section below. Did you pick up the mid save file on Steam, and did you check it out? How did you go? What did you think? Are you excited for season 2 now? Oops, I should have run that there. Run all these signals together. Are you looking for... Oh, I should have been doing them one way, shouldn't I? Damn it, Ham. Damn it, Ham. And yes, we will do another save file up onto Steam at the end of the playthrough. Like I said, everything you're seeing today go in. It is basically, remember it as it's all subject to change. Yeah, we're going to be running into that station. That's fine. That's totally fine. So if we now go, hey, new line. Thank you. I'll even do that. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Cliffside, please give me Cliffside. Yeah, so everything's subject to change. So love to hear your thoughts on if you picked up the save file. And if you're enjoying it, if you're going to try and play along as well, or if you're trying to take things your own way now, man, I'd love to hear that kind of stuff. Cliffside plastic temp hold oil. I'm actually going to leave that and put it as rain, just so I know. Right, and your station will be that one. That's a bloody long train ride. Right, good. You're doing you're doing the thing. You're doing the thing I want you to do. That's a big true really ham. How do you want to get this train up into there? God. Oh, we've got no way to get it up into there. Not without doing a whole map circuit. So the train would have to come out of here. Would have to go around all the way around the map. There's still no way for the train to get over there. Oh, you've really done yourself a mischief. Except for if we join it down here. We're not going to be doing a full circuit today. That will be something for the future. Instead... Oh, it's a dangerous game you're playing there, buddy. Damn it. You're bloody serious, aren't you? Well, it's a thing. It actually is a thing. It's not going to stay a thing forever. Like I said, temporary. But for the moment, I've got to do this. Otherwise, that's atrocious. But we do have the ability to get that plastic sent back here, by the way. I could... Why don't you just put the trucks in? I mean, you're already over the time now anyway. Oh, friggin' alright. You may as well just tell it. Go in here, drop that off there. Start producing plastics. We're going to go Control V. And I'm going to go Cliffside Plastic Temp Hold Plastic. Except it's not plastic, it's Lost Isles. I should have really... ooh, yeah. I should have really... And do you want truck? I didn't put truck or train for most of the other things. Yeah, I should have really... What? Ooh, I don't want to say... Okay, this one here. It's only a 30, but that's okay. Give me 6 of those. Set those on... What are we? Lost Isles, aren't we? Lost Isles with no space, plastic, temp hold, plastic truck. Do you... Sure. Let's get a train and let's do a track ride. Bye. Oh, the big boy. What have we got in the way of the diesels? I think we've got to go something robust here. Now, this is 120. This is 120. This is tractive effort, 483. 243. Aim, no. No. I probably could have done something. Ooh, crikey. Now, that's what I call some power. Expensive, but okay. I'm going to add it. Cargo wagons. We're going to need to run the mixed. The Nafies, which is... Wait. This one does 32 at plastics and crude and yes. So we're either running that one. We're not running that one. We're not running that one. We're running this one. Yeah. 408. Yeah, we're running that. Are we running that? 488 capacity. Sure. Oh. What do we call this train line again? Is it the cliffside? Do we just call it cliffside? No, we didn't. We called it... Oh, here, this is the cliffside plastic tempo train. Oh, unable to find a path to the stop. Which... Oh dear, which station did I buy you from? Oh, crap. Remember that time you... Yeah, I remember. Says there's too much curve there, but I beg to differ. However, I won't argue. Ah, bet I got you now. Right. Which one are you in? You're in this one. Oh, okay. Hey, it's a thing. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. First episode. Ready for a track ride. Like I said, please leave in the comment section down below. We got what you think about the midpoint save file. How'd it go? What you think of the series coming back? Are you excited? And thoughts and suggestions on mods and all that sort of stuff. Now that we're getting up into the new ages, I do love some of the modern age trains, so I'm really excited for that. Yes, this is all going, or it's not going, but it's being replaced into something better than this mess. It needed to happen. We've got a lot of work to do ahead of us. Please stay safe wherever you are. Let's just get this thing out of here at full speed. Stay glued to your screen for plenty more action. Please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing, as it does help the channel out. We're going to be going there empty. Oh, there's a tram. It does help the channel out and pushes us forward so more people can enjoy the content. Oh, Ham, do you want to slow down now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that work? Oh, it's working too. Maybe we can get it to reverse up and take a load with us. How about we do that? Let's get you up into the station. You've just done your outro, you know that. I know. I'm just excited to be back and playing. I'm gonna hit the reversies, the reversey bros. Reverse. Oh, except you're not gonna come in the right. Hang on. Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Pick up some oil. We may as well take a load with us, hey? Lovely. Pause. Camera. Lights. Oh, Ham. You know what you didn't do? Oh, crap. If I don't do it. So anyway, guys, about that outro. If I don't do this, I'm in trouble. So about those weeds. Oh, yeah. I did manage to do those. Yeah, I got them done. Okay. Enjoy this track ride, and I'll see you all very soon with some more fun and games. Get out of here.